Hey, happy Friday, runners, and happy New Year's, January 1st, 2021. Wow. What a crazy year 2020 was, right? I think we can all agree that we have put it behind us. Yeah, what a crazy year, huh? I don't know how your year was aside from the pandemic. Maybe you had a better than expected year aside from all the craziness that was going on ever since mid March or so. But yeah, it's a brand new day, a brand new year. Uh, loving it. You know, January 1st, New Year's Day is I don't know. I guess it's always like a restart or refresh, right? We all look forward to closing out the year and starting out a new one, and maybe that means New Year's resolutions, which I used to do. I don't really have resolutions, maybe some goals that I set for myself, but I kind of gave that up a while ago. Not to say that they're bad. If anyone has resolutions, that's great. I just, I don't really call them resolutions. I used to do where I was gonna be healthier. I'm gonna lose weight. When I was heavier, and I worked for a little bit, but then after a month, if that, fell off the wagon. So I don't know, but it was always a good time to look forward to. You're setting new goals. You're looking to get rid of some of the bad habits that you may have had the previous year, and I don't know. It feels like putting on a new pair of running shoes, right? After your old ones are beat up and they don't feel as comfortable, maybe as cushiony as they used to. So that's my analogy, I guess, to New Year's. But anyways, welcome to my channel. Happy New Year's again. If you're new to the channel, great to have you here. I am a certified RRCA running coach. On the side, I've got a regular job that I do Monday through Friday, but I love to coach. I love to talk about running. Everything running, it's me. I just love it. My wife and I are runners, and I guess you can say we're running geeks. We follow the top elites and everybody else for that matter, our friends, and it's just fun to watch the races when there's races, right? But yeah, anyway, so if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed, please do so down the bottom. And yeah, love to hear from you guys. So, how did I start off my day today? I was off from work, and typically when I don't have to get up early to run, I still find myself getting up. That's because we're usually in bed early. How early? Oh, 8, 8:30 maybe. Yeah, we didn't stay up to welcome in the new year. We went to bed, woke up, and said Happy New Year's. I mean, I feel good when I do get to bed early, because I'm usually up around like 4 o'clock on average. I mean, there's times where I'm up earlier than that, but I don't try to. But it's usually about 4:15ish or so, and then I'm out the door. If I got to work, then I will be out the door just before 5 a.m. Otherwise, on days like today, I just kind of laid in bed until maybe quarter till 5. I woke up at 4:15. So I got about 8 hours sleep. I mean, 8 to 4. Yeah, that's 8 hours. For me, 7, 7.5, I feel good. If I get 8, hey, that's a bonus. 9, extremely rare, but it can happen. So I got out the door today at it was about 7, almost 7:50, and my goal today was to do kind of an up tempo, which for me, now my pace has dropped off a little bit. I'm about, well, today let me just tell you that I did 3 miles of what I call an up tempo. You know, it wasn't race pace, but it wasn't an easy run. Um, I was just trying to focus on good steady state effort. And so I went out and I did a warm up, probably a little quicker than I wanted to. I think the warm up was, I'm looking at my stats here. My first mile was 9:58, so that's a little quicker for me. I'm not a very fast runner, but I went out at about close to 10-minute pace, and after that, took off and was going to run 3 miles on this course that I had done prior to this last week, actually. Did the first mile in 9:13, and that felt pretty good. Part of it was a little bit downhill, so I had a little advantage there. Like the difference between the gain and loss in elevation was 5 feet. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. Then I continued downhill a little bit and closed out the second steady state up tempo pace at 8:50. So I felt good. Then I was just finishing a little bit of the downhill on that third mile, and I continued to push it, and surprisingly ran an 8:27 pace, which was really good. So I was pleased with that. I was starting to get a little bit tired towards the last maybe quarter mile or so, but you know, I knew I had enough in me to finish strong. Didn't know I was going to finish as quick as I did. So I closed out with an average of 8:50 for the 3 miles. I was pleased with that. I was a little bit tired afterwards, you know, stopped for about 30, 45 seconds, and then just finished with a 1.5 mile easy run back home. So yeah, that's how I celebrated my morning for New Year's Day. I'm excited. I'm feeling really good about my running. Today marked my 85th day of running. My intentions weren't to do a streak. I guess you can call it a streak, but you know, it's not my intention. But at the same time, I don't want to stop if I'm still feeling good enough to keep running. So I started this a day before my birthday in early October. And prior to that, you know, I was running like 2 weeks straight, sometimes 17 days. Took a rest day, and then I started up, like I said, in early October, and haven't stopped since. My average miles I'm doing over the last 11 weeks has been, I did the math here, and it comes out to like 28 miles a week. So that's, you know, 4 miles a day if you average it out. And the way my week usually is set up is I'll run like Monday, Tuesday, and usually Wednesday I'll do that. Like lately it's been about 5 miles a day. And then as I get towards Thursday, Friday, I might do like a 3 and a 2. And then Saturday's typically my longer run of like, say, 7 miles to 8. And then Sunday I'll recover with like 2 miles easy. Sometimes I go to the trail, which is not far from our house, 1.5 miles away, and you know, just go out there for a little bit, do a little run, and then walk and enjoy the scenery out there. So yeah, I'm excited. I added up all my miles that I ran for 2020, and it came out to 1,191.5. Can't forget that 0.5. So that came out to like 29 miles. Is that right? Or is it 25? Let me do the math real quick. I believe it came out to, 24.8. So if we round it up, 25 miles a week, which I'm just above that right now. Like I said, I'm close to 30 miles a week. So I'm feeling good. I've been having a little bit of some glute issues, tightness, I guess, if you will, and also my hip flexor area. I went to see my chiropractor last week and got some work done. So I've been rolling in that area, staying on top of the stretches. What I haven't been good about these last maybe 3-4 months is getting to the gym. Now, our gym is open, as long as you're wearing a mask. That's not the issue. It's me just being motivated enough to do so. We do have some weights, some dumbbells and whatnot here in bands, but I do need to get myself back into the gym because, especially for leg workouts, which I do with dumbbells or just body weight, there's far more equipment there that I could utilize. So I need to get myself, I guess, into a routine. So I guess if there was anything closely resembling a resolution, it would be that is to be more involved in either going to the gym or doing it from home. My wife does all her weight training here at home, and she's very good about it. So I've got no excuses to get back on that train. So yeah, but it is a beautiful day here in Phoenix. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, I live here in Phoenix, Arizona. It's actually, the city is called Ahwatukee. Hard to spell, but it is classified for mailing purposes as Phoenix, although it's like a little township, if you will. Like there's Mesa, Gilbert, Chandler, which are all recognized as those cities, whereas Ahwatukee is recognized as Phoenix proper. So yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. It is 61 degrees, just gorgeous. The mornings have been anywhere in the low 40s, sometimes in the mid 40s, but low 40s to like upper 30s. This morning when I headed out just before 8, the temperature was hovering about 37, 38 degrees. So, typically when it's in the upper 30s to like mid 40s, I'll wear gloves. My ears have been actually pretty good lately. I usually wear like a headband to cover my ears. I do that more so like in the dark when I'm running before work. But when the sun's up, I found myself, even though it might be in the like upper 30s, I'm going to warm up fairly quick with the sun out. And yeah, throw on a pullover. Sometimes it's a short sleeve shirt. Like today was kind of like a compression short sleeve, not as tight. And then I just put on a fairly thin pullover. Like I said, gloves and a hat, and I was good to go. On days where it's about the same temperature in the upper 30s, and I'm not doing a workout like today, which was a little bit quicker. Maybe I'll go for like an easy run, which is about a 10:15 pace, 10:30. I might throw on a long sleeve with a pullover, maybe just a tad thicker pullover, and maybe my headband and definitely gloves, and get out the door. So yeah, I'm interested to know what you guys are up to. Are there any races where you live or are registered for that you're training? Here in Arizona, our numbers have been pretty high. I mean, I believe our average over the last several months is like over 5,000 cases of COVID. Yet our restaurants and bars are open with no plans of closing regardless of how the numbers are. So hopefully everybody is practicing safe distancing and wearing a mask. But yeah, there are really a lot of the big races here. The big one here in January, in just a couple weeks, would have been the Arizona Rock and Roll Marathon, half marathon, 5K, 10K. That was canceled a while ago. And then another one, the Mesa Marathon and half marathon and 10K was also canceled. And that one, I believe, was like early February. I've never actually done that race. I usually go out and watch my wife do it and friends who do the race. They all love it, and it's a very popular race. It's sad to see that race was canceled, but for good reason, of course. And then the little races here in town. There's some running companies that sponsor these events or hold it, like Startline Racing. They've been having some races, but that has been some of those have been canceled as well. Like last night for the midnight race, like right before midnight, the 5K, that had to be canceled, of course. So yeah, I don't know. I'm interested to hear how it's holding up in your area. Are there any races allowed? And are you guys traveling to anywhere to do some of your races? It has been, for distance racing, for a half marathon, I last did it in April of 2019, and that was a Eugene half marathon, which I did really good and had a great time. That's been 18 months, so it's going to be over 2 years until I do another half marathon, the way things are. So yeah, I don't know. There is a race that we've done before, at least a 5K I have. My wife's done the full, but I would do the half, and that's the Mountains to Beach race in Ventura, California. Have you guys done that race before? As of now, the race is still on, and I believe, and that's the like Memorial Day weekend. They have this deal where if it gets canceled, you can get a refund. I don't know if you have to pay like a processing fee, or you can basically defer your race to 2022. We did that a while ago. Gosh, maybe it was 2012 or so. I did the 5K, and like I said, my wife did the marathon. It's a cool little town, not very big, but it was fun to go out there, and nice view of the beach. Took a walk on the pier. They had some really good tacos out there on the pier, and the race packet pickup was nothing extravagant, but yeah, it was, from what others have said, a great course, and pretty good turnout nonetheless. So I don't know, that one's May, but it's really hard to register for any races that are still open, just for the fear that it's going to be canceled or postponed. And I really don't want to pay for something and then have to basically defer until next year. I'm not a huge fan of the virtuals that you've got to pay for. So there's my reason or hesitation to do it. But we'll see. I mean, if things improve here over the next couple months, that could open up the gateway for races. So anyways, enough of ranting. Sorry, this is kind of a longer YouTube than normal. But I want to wish everybody a happy 2020. Hope you have a great year. We all are looking forward to change, and definitely be safe out there. Let me know what you guys are up to. And as always, thanks for watching my channel. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon.